Hi, welcome this week to the Michelle Valentine Show. I'm Michelle Valentine.
And I'm Giuseppe Izquierdo. Yes, I am.
Giuseppe?
Yeah, that's a new...
What is that now?
Well, it's the Italian version of my name.
But you're not Italian.
Well, you know, I do. I am. I am half Italian. You didn't know that?
No.
Io voglio imparare l'italiano. Io...
Brother.
I don't know. That's all I know how to say. But
okay,
welcome,
Italian
folks.
stallion. Okay. All right, this week's show is going to be a lot of fun. First of all, you paid a visit to the Winter Park, Taste of Winter Park.
Taste of Winter Park at Farmers Market.
And I missed all the fun.
You missed it, because, I mean, it was unbelievable. We want to say thank you, actually, to the Winter Park Chamber of Commerce for having us come out there. And we were out there. We got to taste the food and taste the beer. Taste the wine. Can I say that on TV?
You had beer and wine?
Yes, I did.
Well, I wasn't there.
You were not there. You were not there. But it's okay. I enjoyed it for both of us.
Since when do we get to have beer and wine?
That's just the kind of guy I am. It's television, and it's, you know, the TV people out there appreciate it.
That's an Italian stallion for you.
No, but thank you, folks, and
Yes.
And it was really nice. You'll see a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I asked some funny questions, and we got some really, really cool responses. So we'll check that out.
All right, that will be fun. And upcoming guests that we have this week, we have Kent Foyer. He's from Society Singles, and we're going to tell you about this great group that's out there, Society Singles, and we'll tell you more all about that organization. And also from OrlandoConnections.com, we have Sue Copening, and she's the networking queen of the queen of Orlando here. And so stay tuned. We also have a gorgeous blonde single female named Roseanne.
I'm there. I'm there.
All right.
But anyway, before we go, we got to tell folks about the cruise.
Oh, the cruise.
The cruise.
Yes, where's our sunglasses?
The cruise. I forgot the sunglasses. I forgot my sunglasses.
Yes, the cruise to the Bahamas is coming up soon. We were actually going to have it in October.
Correct.
And due to tremendous response, everyone's like, move it sooner, move it sooner. So we'll have it sometime in August. I don't have the date yet, but it will be in August. It's like a whole weekend filled of fun. So it's for couples and for singles, and it's going to be just too much fun.
Dogs, cats, you can bring your pets, whatever you want to bring, just fine. Just
What are you talking about?
Oh, we can't bring pets on the boat?
No.
Well, okay, scratch that. No pets, but...
Scratch that, no cats.
But it's in August now, so everybody write it down on your calendar, so...
All right, so stay tuned. We'll be right back with some great stuff on this week's Michelle Valentine Show.
Look, Michelle, little tiny egg rolls. You would love this. I have a feeling that you would like this.
This is our plum sauce that goes along with the cheese.
If you're enjoying the Michelle Valentine Show, you will love her new travel TV show, Love, Eat, Travel. Follow Michelle Valentine as she travels the world, showcasing the most beautiful destinations, unique adventures, romantic things to do, delicious foods, and more. Visit www.loveeattravel.tv for more information about an upcoming TV show.
Hello, welcome back to the Michelle Valentine Show. I'm Michelle Valentine, and we have our special guests. We have Kent Foyer from Society Singles, and we have Sue Copening from OrlandoConnections.com, which used to be called Sue's the Net. So you'll go, oh yeah, it was Sue's the Net.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the net.
She used to be the Net.
Oh, okay, okay.
So, but I have to say something before we really go to Kent, because in our discussion ahead of time, I liked that Kent said that you had this like mischievous look.
Oh my God.
You had this mischievous look about you, and I completely agreed. And he said that you had this twinkle in your eye. Yeah, Ken said he had a twinkle in his eye. I says, well, yeah, that's for all the female viewers, right? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. What can I say about a twinkle in my eye?
All right.
It's just that little thingy that...
Okay.
All right, just talk amongst yourselves.
Hello, Kent. Hello, Sue. Hello. So we have you both on together. And so tell us what Society Singles is all about.
Well, basically, we're just a kind of a social organization, very loose-knit. We don't have a board of directors or a president or a chair or a treasurer or anything like that. It's basically me. I started 3.5 years ago looking for somebody special in my life. Here it is, it's 3.5 years later, a mailing list of almost 5,000. 3,000 of them are ladies, and I'm so confused now I don't think I'll ever find them. So, but I keep on looking, and one never knows. I may get lucky, or some poor little damsel in distress will feel sorry for me and swoop me off my feet. What do you think about that?
What you're saying is that you started looking for that special someone, and in the process, you have created this society group, this singles group.
Well, you know, we're not, society may be kind of a misnomer in our case.
Okay.
We are professionals.
Okay.
But we're educated people, but I don't think money is the thing that brings us all together. So we're single, we're friendly, we're sociable, and we have school teachers, and we have secretaries, and paralegals, as well as bank presidents and doctors and lawyers, and a little bit of everything. So it's a good cross-section of Americana.
And the age range is like 30s and up, so it's not a lot of young 20-year-olds or teenagers at these type of functions. They're held, I've been to a few of your functions, and they are beautiful, everyone. The functions are wonderful. There was the Dubs Red Country Club, and they were held at contemporary cars, and everyone gets all dolled up in sequin dresses, and the men are in suits, and there's not many functions going on like that where if someone really wants to get dolled up, they can go. So.
Well, that's very true. Especially in Florida, such a relaxed setting, and everybody is, is very casual.
Right.
Whereas a requirement with us, just about to all of our events, except some of our really nice house parties, where you don't have to get so dressed up. But usually it's a coat and tie for the men. A lot of times it's black tie optional, and generally cocktail or evening attire for the ladies. So it's a dress to impress.
I've always said it. I think it's good. It's always good. At least I like it, to have events where you can dress up and just go in that type of atmosphere. Orlando is a city that is growing, and we need all the. This could be instituted as a cultural type of deal. Where people dress up nice, like going to the theater, where you dress up really nice.
Well, for instance, this is one of their invitations. They're very beautiful invitations, and these are coming up at the Dubs Red Country Club. And they're sponsored by Jaguar, Collier Jaguar, and Dubs Red Country Club. And so even their invitations connotate a really, really beautiful event. They always have wonderful gourmet hors d'oeuvres, my favorite. They have a coffee and treat station when it gets later on in the evening.
And I know what else they have. I think they're giving out free hugs, everybody. They're giving out free hugs. So I tell you, this is something else, because they always charge for hugs. And in this case,
do you charge for hugs?
Well, I said they. I'm not saying I do. They always charge, not them. They. Don't ask me who they are. But they always charge for hugs, and in this case, they don't. So it's a good thing. Make sure you go there for your free hug.
Okay.
All right.
With that aside, please continue.
Besides the hugs,
let me say one thing about this hug business, so people don't think we're getting a little bit too risque and stuff. We have a reception line which is rather unique, and where the men and women, when they come in, and they're basically, a lot of them are lost, or they're walking wounded, or they're a little nervous, and by getting them through the reception line, where we offer these hugs, and they're not real demonstrative, strong, muscular type hugs. They're more just to make people feel good, and
an icebreaker.
But they don't have to. The handshake is good enough, an introduction, but they don't pass unnoticed at our events.
That's very nice.
Right.
That's very
It
nice.
is nice. You feel very comfortable. There's all kinds of things. You give away door prizes and valet parking. And there's always some type of entertainment, like either a live band or you have DJ music, and I've always had a great time at their parties. So we just may attend one of these and,
yes, I think we should
show
probably
everyone
take a
out there what
show
they look like.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in attending one of the Society Singles events, call the Society Single number, which is, let's see, what is it? Call the hotline number, which is 263-8736, and call and find out more information about Society Singles. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back with Sue Copening, and to find out just what does Sue and Kent do together in business here.
Check out some of the taste on Winter Park.
A lot of women, they'll prepare a dish that's complicated.
Complicated. All
Try
right.
to impress. Me, I like reservations.
If you're enjoying the Michelle Valentine Show, you will love her new travel TV show, Love, Eat, Travel. Follow Michelle Valentine as she travels the world, showcasing the most beautiful destinations, unique adventures, romantic things to do, delicious foods, and more. Visit www.loveeattravel.tv for more information about an upcoming TV show.
Hi, this is Michelle Valentine, and I would love if you followed me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Be sure to visit my website, michellevalentine.tv, for more information, read thousands of interesting blog posts, watch videos, enter sweepstakes, and more. Also, be sure to join my email list to receive my free weekly e-newsletter.
Are you wondering where all the quality singles are? Singles that are attractive, educated, and financially secure? Hello, I'm Michelle Valentine, and I've helped thousands of singles live a happier life, and I can help you too. Clients and members include millionaires, models, doctors, lawyers, and teachers. So call us for your complimentary consultation. Hi, welcome back to the Michelle Valentine Show. And even though I promised you we'd go to Souq Opening from OrlandoConnections.com, I have to make a quick comment about Kent's watch. Kent, you have this watch with Mickey Mouse on it. What is that?
Well, it's one of these chronograph watches that I got from a couple that met at one of our events, got married.
Oh,
and
that's
one,
great.
the fella was an engineer at Walt Disney World, and his wife is the controller for the Orlando Opera Company. And they met and danced the night away, and they went and got married, and I stood up in their wedding, and I got this beautiful watch, which is very nice, and certainly appreciate. But we've had quite a few. We've got lots of people connect every time we do an event. It's unbelievable. A lot of them stay together, and eventually they get married. So that's a real nice story in itself, because when you get good people and enough of them together, good things will happen.
Do they keep assisting to your events even though they get married? Has that happened, or do you see them kind of like fade away after they get together?
They fade away.
They do.
Some come back for the dancing, because we generally have 2 DJs, 2 different rooms, 3 or 4 different types of music. So if you like Latin music, you can dance to Latin music.
I'm there.
If you like, you know, some of the golden oldies, the slow romantic Frank Sinatra, we have that. If you like the disco top 40, we have that. And generally, we have even live entertainment, like, for example, outside in the courtyard or in the patio, which is very romantic, and we decorate with lights and candles and tablecloths, and it's very, very nice. So these events are and they're well attended to.
Now, Sue, you help organize some of these events, correct?
I have co-sponsored an event with Kent, and also Kent and I work together a lot because I do a newsletter for Orlando Connections, and it goes out to about 6,000 people. So I always make sure my people know about Kent's events because they're loads of fun. And I actually got to be in his reception line at this last one. It was very nice. My friend Denise and I both were in his reception line, and I have to admit, it was a great opportunity to scope out all the guys before we went in.
Oh, look at this. She was scoping the guys before they went in.
We got to meet them first.
Now,
So
I have a question.
ask
though.
Kent if you can be on his reception line.
If you were on the reception line, does that mean that you were giving out free hugs?
I gave out a few, yes.
You gave out a few hugs. You see?
But I'm a quick hugger too. You know, nothing overly, no over hugging.
Okay. Okay.
So
we're weaving a web here.
That's right. That's right.
There's connection there. So I'm sorry. What were you going to say?
Weaving a web. Okay, Sue. So
Kent and I, we like getting people together. We really do.
Good. So what's okay? So Orlando Connections. What is it about? Now you're really you're not really a singles group. You're of a networking.
We're a networking organization. Our members are demographically similar to Kent's. You know, everyone's a professional. We have a wide range of occupations, from administrative to, you know, like you said, bank presidents, doctors. For some reason, I have a lot of psychiatrists that come to my events. I haven't figured out exactly why that is. Maybe they're trying to like figure me out. I'm not sure. But because of the fact that we do have a lot of professionals that just happen to be single, you know, Kent and I work closely together, and when I throw my little networking events, which I do about once a month or so, I get 100 people, about 90 of them actually end up being single.
Well,
So-
the last you had an event recently at Have a Nice Day Cafe downtown, and I had attended that with a couple of friends, and I had a great time. I had a great time. They had great food, it was fun, and everybody was dancing and mingling, and it was a great time.
Absolutely.
So.
We always try to move them around. You know, Have a Nice Day is a pretty casual atmosphere.
Right.
And we've gone everywhere from casual atmospheres like that to more upscale. We had one recently at 310 Park South on Park Avenue
That
in
was
Winter
a lot of
Park.
fun.
That was very nice also, absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're going to be back there again soon too. So we try to move them around.
What do you think is the biggest hang-up of people not wanting to chance it and go to these kind of events?
You know, I don't know.
Because a lot of people, I mean, even though you tell them, oh, it's going to be fun, it's going to be relaxed atmosphere and stuff, they're just afraid of going.
I think sometimes they're just kind of afraid to walk in. That's why, you know, Kent's reception line I think is pretty nice because it makes people feel welcome when they come in. And, you know, I certainly, when I have people come to my events, if I know they don't know anybody, I try to make an effort to, you know, quickly introduce them to a friend that can kind of like get them involved in a conversation so they feel very comfortable. You know, I always figured, you know, grab a friend and drag a buddy along with you.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what they're most afraid of, is going by themselves.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Nobody
They're
likes
like, I
to
don't
dress
know
up.
anyone.
Yeah,
Right,
walk in a
yeah.
room where you know nobody.
But
That's hard.
And I was going to say, that's one of the reasons why so many people like to join an organization like Orlando Connections, because I do put a variety of events in our newsletter. And what happens is when someone's a member of Orlando Connections, they'll go to maybe Kent's event, then they'll maybe go to another event over here, but when they're going to events they hear about through us, what happens is when they walk in, they'll see a few familiar faces.
Yeah.
So they have that comfort level of knowing there's going to be a whole lot of new people that they haven't met yet, which is great.
Sure. Absolutely. So do you have any plans to work together with anything coming up, or are you going to be listing his events in your newsletter?
I always put Kent's events in my newsletter,
How do people
absolutely.
get your news? How do they get this newsletter?
They can check our webpage, which is orlandoconnections.com, or they can call 275-2956, and they can get signed up that way, and we do the newsletter over fax or email.
Now let me ask you something. Can somebody access your webpage and tell you what kind of group of people they would like to associate themselves with?
We don't really have that set up on the webpage, but what we do have is we have areas where people can actually post their own ads.
Right.
Okay.
We also have an area where they can post their own event listing, so if they belong to an organization that's having an event, they can go right into our webpage and post it on our webpage. It comes up instantly.
Wow.
And that's all free.
Wow, that's very cool.
That's great. I usually get, I get your email, and I usually get your faxes, and they're great things that are going on. So what do you think is the main thing that is the problem here with the singles area in Orlando? First of all, Orlando is a very transient area, so maybe people are very much alone. They come here and they go, okay, should I join an organization? How in the world do I find them? What do I do? Or what do you think, in your personal experience, is a problem going on now?
Well, one of the things, because we are, geographically speaking, such a large area that we
spread
encompass.
out.
I mean,
Yes.
2.5 million in 5 counties, and you get over on the East Coast, Brevard and Volusia, nothing's happening.
True.
They're dying for something to do over there.
True.
But it's a long ride, and you never know if you get on I-4 if you're going to be there all day or all night and not move. And that presents a problem. I've had parties where we wondering, where is everybody? They're all stuck on the world's longest parking lot. so that's one problem, of course, you have here in this area. And then the other thing is, you're not, because you are so many people are relatively new in here, they're not connected to a neighborhood. You know, a lot of them live in apartments or condos or renting condos. They're not part of anything.
That's true. That is true.
Is that what you're finding, Sue?
Well, and they're part of their business. Now, a lot of people just work for small companies, and they don't have a chance to really network.
Absolutely.
And that's where they need a person like Sue here, especially, who's the world's greatest networker.
And you send it straight to their computer, so they don't even have to go anywhere.
That's right. They can find out right on their computer. In fact, I did have 2 new people show up at our last little mixer, 2 very lovely young women in their late 20s who work at a nursing home.
Wow.
I mean, how are they going to meet people at work?
Exactly.
You know, unless, of course, the people that live there bring their grandchildren in to meet them. You know, so a lot of times that happens is people get very caught up in their jobs, and they're working either with married people or in small offices where there's not a lot of socializing going on. So you have to make an effort to join something.
Definitely.
Okay, or you can make an effort as coming on the show as our upcoming single named Roseanne. The beautiful blonde Roseanne's coming on the show, and she's making the effort to come on the show, and hopefully some man out there will be interested. Stay tuned.
missing it, girl, because you should be here. This is unbelievable. All the restaurants in Orlando. It's the taste of Winter Park right here in the farmers market. And as you can see, it's packed. Anyway, in a little bit, we're going to come back. I saw some ribs out there that are looking great. They have these little tiny egg rolls. I think you would like those for some reason. But anyway, we're going to check it out. We'll be back with some couples. We're going to ask some questions. And we're going to see a lot of food and a lot of drinks. So see you. Be right back.
If you're enjoying the Michelle Valentine Show, you will love her new travel TV show, Love, Eat, Travel. Follow Michelle Valentine as she travels the world, showcasing the most beautiful destinations, unique adventures, romantic things to do, delicious foods, and more. Visit www.loveeattravel.tv for more information about an upcoming TV show.
What do you think, as far as relationships and stuff like that? Do you think that food plays a part into romance?
Plays a major role in romance. I mean, all you have to do is cook your lover a dinner. That's it, baby. You got him where you need him. Asparagus, filet, vegetarianism. There's all types of aphrodisiac food. Unbelievable.
Which is the most, in your opinion, the most aphrodisiac food there is?
Asparagus.
Michelle, and we're here with, I believe she's a friend of yours, Lynn Hinton. She's one of the, hey, yeah, she's saying hi. She's one of the organizers of this event. So I'm going to ask you a question that has nothing to do with food. Nothing to do with food. What do you think is the biggest connection between food and love?
Oh my gosh.
I think I got it by surprise.
It depends on what the food is.
Okay, but tell me, what is it? What is the connection?
It's a sensual thing. It all has to do with the senses.
I'm here with George Vavalaitis from P.F. Chang's, which is a new, is it a Chinese bistro, right?
That's correct, yes it is.
And tell me something, do you think that bistros are more romantic than restaurants?
Oh, 3 times more romantic.
And why would that be?
Well, when you spice in the Chinese food with the romance that we provide at the bistro, it's a very insegregious situation, so therefore the romance is automatic.
All right. Hey, I like the way this man talks. It's like talking to a live dictionary. Okay, now, you see, the little counterpart to our friend George over here is a huge man. What's his name?
This young man's name is Spears Andrew, talk of the town.
Talk of the town. Look at those beautiful blue eyes.
Run for mayor next go around here in Winter Park.
Now, I have a question for George here. When you conceived this little guy, the night of conception of this little guy, did you cook your wife dinner?
Well, let's put it this way. She was thinking about Chinese chopsticks that night.
Now what?
No, I did not cook her dinner. I don't think so. We did smoke afterwards, though.
Okay, the cliche, the half of the cliches is being saved. At least we had a secret. But I got a question for you, though. Which do you think is the most... Okay, if you were to cook a meal for your loved one, what do you think would be the most romantic food?
Sugar frosted flakes, finish it up with a little baklava, I am Greek. That would probably do, and some delicious vino.
Vino. Hey, wine, I think wine is definitely an ingredient. But so you're saying sugar frosted flakes, baklava, which is a Greek dessert,
correct, yes,
and a glass of red or white wine?
Red, of course. It's good for my heart.
All righty then.
Here's the result right here.
There's the result right there. So folks, write it down. Little baklava never hurt nobody. Okay, Michelle, we're going back to you.
Hi, this is Michelle Valentine, and I would love if you followed me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Be sure to visit my website, michellevalentine.tv, for more information, read thousands of interesting blog posts, watch videos, enter sweepstakes, and more. Also, be sure to join my email list to receive my free weekly e-newsletter.
Welcome back to the Michelle Valentine Show.
What do you think of that Taste of Winter Park?
That was pretty great.
Yeah.
You look like you had a good time.
Oh, I had a blast. I had a blast. And it was pretty packed. I mean, there was a lot of people there.
What was packed? Your tummy?
Yes. By the end of the day, I was just full of everything. And we won't go there.
Wine and beer, too. Okay. All right. This is our featured single of today's show, and her name is Roseanne. Hello, Roseanne. How are you?
Great. So nice to be here with you, Melissa.
Thank you.
And Joseph.
Thank you, Madame. Thank you.
And so we're going to briefly talk about that you have also been a member, or you are a member of Society Singles.
Yes, I am.
And so tell us your experience of going there all by yourself.
Well, the first time I was going, a friend had said they had Latin dancing lessons before the actual event. And I felt a little squeamish about being out there on the dating scene. But I thought, well, if I went and helped teach the dancing, I would have a role and feel comfortable.
Wait. You're telling me that you were teaching Latino dancing?
Si, senora.
I love this woman. I love this woman. You were actually teaching?
Yes.
What styles?
Well, actually, we started with the merengue.
Okay.
I gave everybody a Latina name, or Latino name as the case may be. And so they adopted a different persona.
Okay.
We had them up and moving. And that couple that Kent had mentioned earlier about that actually ended up getting married, they started out doing the Latin dance. I taught them.
No kidding.
How nice.
That is awesome.
So let's see. So the men out there, if you're looking for a woman who likes to dance,
especially the salsa.
And I'll give you a couple hints at good clubs that you can go to.
Oh, great.
You said you were going to give her a couple hints. I thought you were going to tell her you give her a couple steps yourself.
No, good clubs.
Okay. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, so any men out there watching the show can contact you through Michelle Valentine at mailcity.com and tell us about yourself and what you're looking for.
This is a fringe. I had no idea I was going to get.
Okay.
This is a commercial. Hello there, Orlando.
Yeah, no kidding.
Say hi, Mom.
No, what are you looking for in a certain someone?
What I would like is someone who has a real zest for life, high energy, loves to do things, but has a real sensitive side.
Okay.
And someone that is very high on life, and that what they're looking for in someone is where they're going to go with that person.
Okay.
You know, what the goal is, what the future.
Okay.
You know, the past is the past. I'm interested in where are you today and where do you want to go.
A lot of people are hung up in the past.
Right, exactly. Oh, my ex-wife, my ex-girlfriend, and this, and this, and this, you know. Focus on today and tomorrow and get on with your life.
Well, that's what I find. It's that when you first meet, there's that rush and you know, you have this wonderful feeling, and then you say those deadly words, tell me about yourself.
Oh, my God. No doubt.
And then they bring out all the old sticky stuff.
No doubt.
So that's why I think focus on the future and what you want to accomplish. But I would like to say a little something about Society Singles, that I've had more fun. As you've pointed out, it's a wonderful event. They always are.
It is.
And it's a delightful chance to meet a lot of people with very similar interests. If they're there, many of them are dancers or they involve dancing. So you have a chance to dance and meet people in a wonderful, relaxed atmosphere. And there's always someone to introduce you around.
Absolutely. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed us introducing you to Roseanne. So anyone interested,
she can teach you how to dance salsita.
Michelle Valentine at mailcity.com. What is this?
And if you, she'll also
help
be
you
at
with
the
your
singles,
finances.
the events. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me do some Latino dancing.
Thanks for joining us this week on the Michelle Valentine Show.
With the merengue action gear for satisfaction. So we'll see you next time.
Stay tuned next week. Bye.
Next week.